guys. How you doing? Do rope. You guys finish it off. I owe it all to 21 back there. My guy. Who's up? It's getting late.
Tom, you started off tonight with some errant throws. Even with someone with your experience, do even you need time in an opening night just to ease back into the situation, back into the game?
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's this part of the season, so there's a lot of things to improve. I could certainly do a lot better job in certain areas. So get back to work. It's first game. It's good to start 1-0. Some guys made some big plays. I love how Phil played. Josh made plays. Jules did. I think the receiving group. So it was some good things to build on and try to improve it next week.
Tom, given what he's been through and what his potential is for the team, to see Josh play as well as he does, is that going to give the team as a whole a lift?
Yeah, I mean, I think Josh is a great player, and he was last year for us, and it's great to have him out there. And he's a dynamic player, and every game that we play together, there's just more things that come up. There's more trust that's built, and I'll keep finding a way to get him the ball.
Tom, you didn't have a chance to work with Josh Gordon or Julian much during training camp. How do you feel your chemistry was with those guys tonight?
Yeah, we got plenty of work to do. I think it was good we didn't turn the ball over. We were pretty penalty free for a while until the fourth quarter. Our defense played great, so it's a good formula for winning. Don't turn it over. Not a lot of penalties. We could have done a better job in the red area, which I think we can do. So nothing is. I don't think anything was perfect tonight, and try to get back to work tomorrow and try to get ready for next week in Miami.
Someone you have had time to work with and do have chemistry with, how much was that a factor in the 2 touchdown throws to Philip Dorsett?
With Phil, yeah, he did a great job. Phil's smart, dependable, consistent, tough. Continued to take advantage of his opportunity, and he's done a great job for us. He plays a lot of different spots. He's out there all training camp and came up with 2 huge plays tonight. So it's great getting him the ball, seeing him score like that, and you can't forget about him because he can run through the defense and make a lot of plays with the ball in his hands. So we'll just keep spreading it around.
There's an old baseball expression from 20 years ago: "Chicks dig the long ball." How much do you like throwing it deep?
Yeah, that's a good saying.
You agree?
Yeah, we all dig the long ball. So
how fun was it though for you to air it out tonight and have that opportunity to do that?
Yeah, it was good to get a few of those in there. It was definitely good to get a few in there. It was a game we weren't just didn't feel like we were making consistent enough plays, and the big plays really helped us tonight, and they'll help us every week if we keep making them. But I think it's got to be different things every week, and sometimes it's big plays, sometimes it's more methodical drives, and whatever they're going to defend, we've got to figure out how to execute against. So that's what, we'll get back to work again. It's the first game of the year, so there's a lot to learn from. A lot of new players out there. We're going to try to build on, tonight and try to get to 2-0.
Tom, we saw a lot of those 2-back sets with 2 receiving backs, Rex and James, on the field at the same time. What kind of advantages does that provide you guys? Maybe just in a vacuum what it does for your offense, but maybe what it does to the defense as well.
Yeah, it's good to get, those guys involved in the game too, because with the halfback and, you just wait for one halfback every play, those guys don't play a lot, and they're such good players for our team. You got to find ways to get them both on the field, and I think the good thing about those guys is they're all versatile. They run, they catch, and blitz pickup. So I think when you're able to do all 3, it puts a lot of stress on the defense. So, they're going to play a big role for us all season. We have some depth at that position, and it's going to be a critical position for us all year.
Tom, you guys put up 33 points tonight. One guy that gets overlooked is Josh McDaniels.
Yeah.
You talk about the brilliance of him and how you guys work together.
Yeah, we've had a great relationship for a long time. I have so much trust in him and what he puts together every week, and he works extremely hard. He's diligent. he puts a lot of pressure on the defense, and that's what you got to do. You got to keep forcing different things, and I think over the course of the season, you got to figure out a lot of different ways. And I think this team gets used to that. It's not this way is going to win. You're going to win like this every single week. It's, some days it's going to be more to the back, some days it's going to be more to the receivers, some days it's more to tight ends, more to run game. It's, that's the ebb and flow of the season. So, again, I think defense played great. They have been doing that all season, and hopefully that continues, and hopefully we can keep taking care of the ball, play good field position. We got to do a better job when we get in the red area and score more points, and I think we can do that.
Hey, Robert Kraft told Al Michaels from NBC that you related that you were 1,000,000% in on Antonio Brown. Are you excited about the addition of him and what he can do for this team? And do you see at all any difficulty in having him assimilate to the team?
Yeah, I think everybody's excited to add, great players. It helps everybody when, you have great players that are sharing the burden of a tough football season. So I think, like anything else, whether it was Josh last year or Philip when he got here a few years ago late, and then, this year Antonio, how much can you learn and process and get in here, and we're all going to work hard and try to get up to speed as fast as possible. But we haven't had a training camp together or that, so it's, you got to force a lot of information, and, we're all excited to have him, and all I could say is we're just going to work as hard as we possibly can to get up to speed as quickly as possible.
Tom, yeah, just follow up, because it said you went from 100 to 1,000 to 1,000,000% in.
That was personal conversation with RKK. I got to reevaluate. Tell him.
But following up on that, though, what's your role as a team leader for helping Antonio get acclimated to this situation?
Yep. I think all of us players are trying to be the best player that we could be for the team, and there's a lot of things that play into that. But we're all trying to reach our highest potential individually so that we can reach our highest potential collectively. And it doesn't come together just because you say, oh, all you guys are going to come together. And these guys have had, Antonio's had a lot of production. Demarius has a lot of production. Julian's had a lot of production. Josh has had a lot of production. Phillip had a great game tonight. So the point is we've got a lot of players that are talented, and we just got to figure out how to make it all work. And we're going to work hard. It's a long year. It's the beginning of a long marathon, and NFL is very competitive, and it's going to be a great challenge, but I think we're all looking forward to it. Thank you, Tom. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, guys. Have a good night.